We're here at Cosmoprof with Wayne Grund from Surface Hair Health Art.
Welcome, Amy and Scissor Boy. We're excited to be able to do some work for you today.
So, what is Surface?
Surface is salon-exclusive, high-performance hair care that completely respects personal health and the earth. And we support salons through business education, as we'll talk about in another program, and our technical education as well.
About?
What?
Are you from Canada?
It's Canada, eh?
Are you from Canada?
Absolutely.
Well, welcome to Las Vegas. And this is our doll. What's her name?
Her name is Dolly.
Dolly.
And Dolly's going to be having front and center today. We have our core system, and we identify that there's really only 5 haircuts.
What are they?
And you have what we call the edge, which is long one length. You have freedom, which is long layers. You have windswept, which is traditionally the bob. Front and center, which we're going to cut today, which is in an inverted line, and the crop, which is short layers. And the reason that we give them fun names like that is so, like if you're a new potential guest and I just bought my jacket from you, and I give you my card, rather than going, oh, I'd like to do your hair sometime, it would be, there's a new haircut we have called Freedom. And we can create some invisible layers from the top, really strengthen the eye. See what happens, we get some picturesque words and we really know what we sell. In fact, you may be in the chair yet today.
People buy it, right?
Absolutely.
Sounds good to me.
The haircut that we're going to work with today, front and center, the first thing that we've done is we've done a diagonal section in through the back. And one of our beliefs is that you always section the hair in the direction you want it to fall. So if you'll take a look, we went through our blue zone, we angled down on the same angle that we're going to accent that jawline at. We're going to take this in nice and tight, then we'll drop the line down over the top, and then we're going to create that strong inversion. And you'll notice here, this is our red zones, and those are the key points that you really have to watch in a haircut, because so many of the guests, they don't have as much hair. They're sparser in the temple, they're sparse behind the ear, and if you don't overcompensate with length on the top, you don't have that strong line that you're really, really after. When we work in through the center, the first thing I always want people to notice is the tool you use. And I always say to people, invest in great tools. When you're working with a razor, you'll notice the blade that we work with, it's a silicone guard. It's very, very soft. Go ahead and run your finger across that.
I'm scared.
No, you can do it. Go, be brave, live on the edge.
There
you go.
Me. No blood.
And the key to that is it's not a metal guard, and it's some metal guards that really, really abrade the hair. So when we come in through the back, and by the way, this isn't your haircut, so don't get too worried yet. We'll take section number 1 right in through the center. We comb nice and smooth, and now I want this hair to collapse just underneath the occipital bone. So you'll see that line just falls in perfect. And it's just a soft little C motion that we work with. So I'll take my next section, over direct that section into the middle, and we shatter that line down. You're
going very short.
Taking that line down. She was really in for a change. When we communicate with our guests, one of the questions that we'll ask them is when they walk into a room, do you like to turn ahead and be noticed? Or do you like to come in more soft and subtle? And when we talked to Dolly, Dolly said she wanted to turn ahead. Now, taking our red zone, and this is the real key to this haircut, is over-directing that red zone in. We over-direct that red zone in and shatter that line down so we can keep a stronger corner behind the ear. Onto the opposite side, let's come in and over-direct that line in as well. Shatter that line down so we can keep that strength. I went to an engineering company and we designed a flared thumb swivel shear. So traditionally shears have a narrower base of steel and they move on the thumb, and it makes your wrist work too hard. So when we put that on top of the flare, what we coach people at our classes to do is cut like this.
Wow.
So now I can do a beautiful horizontal line. And the same thing, if I want hair to move left, what I come in is I'll take this line and I take that nice and left. Now watch what I do, Amy, on the opposite side, because I want that to push forwards, right? So my hand stays here, and I simply turn the blades.
Wow.
So then I come back this way, and the hair's always cut in the direction that I want it to move.
Do we see his stance?
He's
in a lunge position.
Lunge position. We're about to spear. That's it. Now I'm going to work directionally, short pushing the long away. So we'll start in through the center, take that line down, and I roll my fingers slightly under. And I'll take that line, and it's a real nice long line down to the jaw. And you can see that real soft bevel. that we get. There's not any haircut in the world that should really take you longer than 10 minutes to do, as long as you know exactly where you're going, you know where you're beginning, you know where you're going to go, and how you're going to get there.